But yes, last month when our computers cut off, we were
Yeah,
just getting ready to talk about WandaVision.
right.
And both of us like froze up, and I look at my watch and it was like 10 till 11. I'm like,
It,
this is
it,
fate.
that's what I was thinking too. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, it's late there. I've got dinner downstairs. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. We'll pick this up later.
Right? But okay, what are your thoughts overall about WandaVision?
I was, I genuinely liked it. I was, thoroughly confused and didn't care.
Yeah.
Um, and I thought it was really well done.
Yep.
I was really nervous to see how Marvel was going to take, you know, its TV space on the Disney Plus thing. I mean, I know they're not strangers to that format with Agents of Shield and the three great shows they had on Netflix. Well, the two great shows they had on Netflix and Iron Fist. Um, which, real quick, side note on Iron Fist, I sat through it because I'm a fan,
Right.
but like the last 5 minutes
Oh,
of the
yes.
last episode, I'm like, yes, more of that. Give me
Yes.
that. That's the
So
show I want.
it was like this super long lead up to
Oh
what
God,
was going to be a great season. I'm like,
yeah.
yes, here we are. And
It's like, how many hundreds of hours did I wait for this
yes.
teaser? Are you
Yep.
kidding me? And then canceled.
Right?
But that's a show I'd have watched the hell out of the show
Oh, fuck yes.
if it was that.
All of those were heading in the right direction. Now, my
Yeah,
not to take away from the Disney side, but to dwell on the Netflix side, um, all of the seasons were too long. Every single one of them could have shaved
yeah,
off 3 or 4 episodes and made a lot more of an intriguing show to watch.
right. I think so too, and I think that's indicative, from what I've found, of a lot of the Netflix originals at that time. Always had this horrible pacing problem.
Yes, yes, you're
Um,
right.
really interesting characters. You can see where the plot's going, or you can
Right?
see that it's interesting at least. That okay, you've given me breadcrumbs and I've got nuggets, and yes, I'm in. I'm following. My God, can we speed this up?
No, what's funny is on the exact opposite end of the spectrum, their animated shows are amazing. I everything I've watched I've enjoyed,
Yeah,
but they put them out like 6 episodes at a time, and that's all you get for either 6 months or a year, depending on the show.
yeah.
So they're
That's the
30
Marvel
minutes
stuff.
long. No. I'm talking about just the Netflix
Just
like
Netflix
anime
original.
stuff.
Okay.
Castlevania was awesome. Voltron
Yeah.
was amazing, and then what just came out? Oh, Pacific Rim.
Okay.
So this the format allows them to dig into the history, the mythology of everything going around these movies. So you get a lot deeper cut, but you get 3 hours a year. So it's the exact
Eh,
opposite of the Marvel shows
yeah.
where, all right, I have to sit through, what is it, like 10, 12 episodes for something that would have been 3 issues in a comic book.
It's simply this meeting could have been an email.
That is exactly it. But to circle back, I agree with you wholeheartedly on WandaVision. I was confused
Yeah.
and kind of scared because I had no idea where they were going with it. I'm like, this could
Yeah.
absolutely suck. But they got the pace down. It was a
Hmm.
succinct, interesting story told in just the right amount of time.
Yeah. And what I think was cool too is the way that they did it with this sort of homage to great TV sitcoms throughout history. Um, so that piece was cool because they really did. It was like with lovingly done.
Yes.
You could
Oh,
tell that there
absolutely.
was a lot of care taken to
Right.
represent these classic sitcoms. And then obviously we find out later, why that was,
Right.
and that completely ties in with these these sitcoms meant something more than just television.
Right.
Obviously, by the end we figure that out. We're shown that, and then the other thing I thought was interesting is that this kind of felt like Marvel saying, "We can do whatever the fuck we want because
Right.
we're good at it."
It was funny about after the big reveal, so like 4 or 5 episodes in,
Mm-hmm.
when Sword shows up outside the perimeter of Wanda's little bubble,
Mm-hmm.
I thought about you. I'm like, I need to call Tom and say, if I called 13-year-old you and said there's a Vision and Scarlet Witch TV show on, you would not have believed me.
No, no. If I received the call from the, if past me received a call from future me that said anything about what was happening with this, I'd be like, you're,
Right?
fuck you, Eshelman. How do you disguise your voice like that?
You're just here for my kidneys.
Yeah, you're gonna still make you son of a bitch. But it's funny you mentioned that because it was, I think, I think the second episode of WandaVision, and they've got the opening
Right.
sort of sequence with the Marvel and all the clips from the movies and the stills from the films and things like that are embedded in the Marvel Studios logo as it you know gets presented on the screen. And I looked at Sarah and I was like, I get choked up every time I see that,
Yeah.
because if you had told 10-year-old me that we would be sitting here watching my comic book heroes in live action and done amazingly well, these are things we dreamt of as kids.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What did we have? We had like Incredible Hulk TV
And we
show.
loved that. It was like, yeah, we
Yes.
knew, like,
Yeah.
this is the best they can do, and we took it. We're like, yeah, that's great.
Right. And every now and again Spider-Man would like blip up for a year or two and then
Yeah.
disappear again.
Right. And then there was a Captain America movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sorry. But yeah,
But that was it, I mean,
glued to that.
cartoons here and there, but nothing of the
Yeah.
scope of what's going on now. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it's amazing. And so, flip side, did you watch the Snyder cut yet of Justice
Not
League?
yet.
Oh,
Not
okay.
yet. We don't have HBO Max, so I'm looking for a bootleg version, a hack to get into that. I've heard nothing but good things about it.
Yeah.
Now, see, I didn't hate the theatrical release, but I mean, again, I'm not a huge DC person. I
Right.
never really got into the DC comics. I've always been more of a Marvel guy, in print, and in theater. I kind of got really tired of the Batman movies. It's like, do we
Right.
need a new Batman movie every 3 years? We should have stopped at Batman 2 or Batman Returns. Michael Keaton was good. He was it. I'm done.
Right.
But yeah, I'd heard a lot of, you see a lot of stuff on the internet about people, the outcry from the fans. Oh, this is not right. And I'm like, yeah, it wasn't horrible. Batman versus Superman wasn't horrible. I thought that had some really cool moments. I thought Ben Affleck did a really great job.
I'll tell you what, Zack Snyder is really, really good at laying out scenes. He's
Yeah.
like an incredible choreographer. He's a terrible storyteller, though.
See?
And I think I had trouble with Batman versus Superman just because it was all chopped up. You had like
Yeah.
these huge
It was
20-minute
disjointed.
scenes and then chop, 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 chop. 8 scenes
Yeah.
that are like 3 minutes long. I'm like, what the fuck am I supposed to be focusing on right now?
Mhm.
And then you had another fight scene.
Just to keep you interested.
Yeah, so it
Yeah.
could have spent another couple months in the editing booth maybe to polish that up, but it is what it is. I
Because-
didn't enjoy it, but a lot of
Mhm.
people did.
I didn't think it was awful, but I saw a bootleg copy, so it didn't cost me anything.
Right?
Let's think, for free, the bar's real pretty low.
And God bless HBO. I mean, like King Kong versus Godzilla is coming up this week. And I'm like, I'm going to automatically give that 3 stars because I can sit on my ass and not pay anything for it.
Right.
So you're already in the door, guys.
Yeah, we're starting at 3. It's like you walk into the restaurant, you're starting at 10%. Once I'm sat,
Right?
it could stay there, and I leave that could be like exponentially higher, depending on the level
Exactly.
of service. Um, One thing I did read recently about Snyder was that uh, he had, I think he had sort of like a Marvel Universe esque kind of storyboard that thinking back over the last 20 some odd Marvel films, I can only imagine what, I'm sure there's a room somewhere, Marvel Studios, that's just wallpapered with scenes and ideas with
Oh yeah.
string.
Yep.
Kind of like How to Catch the Serial Killer. It's all the string and ideas, and this little plot piece fits into this little movie, and it's all like that. And I think Snyder had an idea similar to that, where the Justice League movie was going to spawn this universe of other films that
Right.
would be, you know, competitive with the scope and breadth of what we see with Marvel. Uh, but see, I'm not familiar enough with Snyder's work to kind of judge his storytelling ability. But you saying that makes me really concerned.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoyed his cut of Justice League. I hated the theatrical one. It was just, it
Yeah,
was to me, it was exactly like Batman versus Superman. Like at the very end, I'm watching it, and I could not remember who the bad guy was. Like as the credits are rolling, I'm like, this was,
that's
what
a
the,
great point. I don't remember either. Who was it? Steppenwolf, right?
yeah, Steppenwolf.
And I only remember that because of the band.
All right,
I'm thinking, dude, why are you going to diss on the magic carpet ride people?
right, because he fucked over that camel. That's what
Yeah,
started it all. Yeah.
I'll
So,
do it.
anyways, now that we've shit on all mass media, what brings us together all the time is dumping on stupid people.
Right? Forget
And
fiction.
dude, you found some great ones this month too.
This was a tough month.
Really?
Actually, yeah. I was sifting through, and a lot of it is just like horrible people.
Oh, okay. So not
Like
just
more
your
than just,
your normal dumb people.
yeah, beyond, this guy has just made nothing but bad choices, and this is the result. Okay, haha. No, we had like maybe we should do a special. We'll talk offline about it. But there was a lot of stories about moms doing horrible things
Oh, I
to
saw
promote
those.
their children.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Yes. Actually, thinking back onto your batch that you put in our little online folder,
Uh-huh.
um, April. Our April episode will be about shitty parents.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Right off the top of my head, I now know of two articles that you put in there that will fit that perfectly.
Yeah, and again, not to give any spoilers, but the thing that really kind of just like gut punched me was that they're all our age. These moms
Dude,
are our age. These are our
every
generation.
article you had, not only were they our generation, they were all 50 years old.
Yeah,
I'm like I'm like
yeah.
Jesus Christ, man.
Like, wait a minute. That's not us.
Mm-mm.
We're the Lebowski generation. Who are
Right?
these fucking Karen Juniors that are? What the hell is
Oh
this?
shit. Yeah, okay, so yes, next month we will do shitty parents. And the two moms that I can think of specifically will have to have
Yeah,
in there. But yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
Look at
overall, it was
us.
look at the
We're
planning
we're
ahead.
planning ahead.
That's crazy.
I don't like it.
Again, if you had called 10-year-old me and said that, I'd have known it was a prank.
Right.
I would have said, "Is this Alan Funt? Am I on Candid Camera?"
Oh shit. Oh, but I've been looking forward for a week to this first article. So, unless you had something else, may I start?
No, I was very leery about putting this because it's going to be a challenge.
It is, and I don't have my little. I took my filter off my microphone. The
Yeah, your
thing.
pop filter, your pea popper.
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes, my pee popper. And of course, like, these are all P words.
it's all P words. So
So,
maybe step back from your headphones. Well, you can't because they're attached to your head.
yeah,
I
we'll
know
be
this.
we'll be okay. I can alliterate. Pantless perp pleasuring his person with a pickle, popped by cops. See? Not bad.
Well done.
Just when you think one Florida man has outdone the state's myriad of weird arrests, along comes the pickle pleasurer. Who is the pickle pleasurer? His name is Eric DeTage, and he was popped by police after pleasuring himself with a pickle on private property. The Smoking Gun reports that the pantless wonder pranced onto a golf course, lay prone on his back, and let his pickle pack a punch on his pleasure zone. Obviously, someone spotted him and prompted police to appear. The police, who were profusely perturbed by the pantless pickle pleasurer, noted in their report exactly how the perpetrator was relishing the moment.
Nice. Nice.
DeTage was charged with misdemeanor exposure of sexual organs and was taken to Pinellas County Jail. Police also noted that the pickle lover had a peculiar tattoo which proclaims, "Only God can judge me."
Oh no, Eric. Oh,
So
how wrong
good.
you are.
So good.
Brilliant. First of all, hat tip and major kudos to the person that wrote this.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
I mean, I did look up the article. It's on Smoking Gun. Just because they didn't really delve into how the pickle was involved. So
Well, no,
I
they
I
kind of did.
I pictured it, but I'm like, I need to be absolutely certain. So I did look it up,
Shoot.
and here,
Oh, hang on, I got it.
Ditesh, unencumbered by pants or underwear, had his penis in one hand and a large uneaten pickle in his other hand. The cop added was using the pickle to penetrate his rectum while he was masturbating.
Well,
Yeah, so it was what I pictured. And,
yeah, me too. Unfortunately,
but hey, man, different strokes. Um, no pickle pun intended.
different strokes on both sides.
Right. So, okay, yes, golf course, masturbating, naked, pickle. Um,
It's Tuesday.
yeah,
It's
I, I guess my issue with it is, what kind of pickle was it? You know, I have a very extensive list of things I will not put into my own ass. And
yeah.
way at the top is fucking brine, okay?
Well,
So
yeah, yeah. All right.
so I mean, that's like I mean, that's you're quadrupling the amount of pain you're going to be going through just in the vehicle of itself.
Yeah, but it is ribbed for your pleasure. You know, it's like a Rough Rider. It's got the little rivets and divots, and there's veining.
Yeah, but so does a sweet pickle. So does a nice bread and butter.
Well, is it a dill? Is it a bread? You know, is it a bread and butter?
I don't know. Or
I
was
would
this guy
think
a total freak? Was it a Tony Paco?
Whoa,
Like one of those hot ones.
those hot. They're pickled in the hot sauce with the
Yeah.
hot pepper juice.
Yeah, and if you buy them whole, it's like a fucking baby arm this guy would have been shoving in his
Yeah.
ass. Like,
Well, I got a lot
just,
more respect for him if it's a Tony Paco. He's no less a freak that I would avoid at all costs.
right?
But I at least I risk, you know,
That's
all in.
commitment there. Yeah,
All in.
exactly. Yeah.
And to look at the guy, if at the Smoking Gun site, he doesn't. I mean, he looks, they look like everyone else.
Yeah, this guy oddly looks a lot like my Amazon delivery driver too.
Does he
Hmm.
have a tinge of vinegary smell about him?
I've never gotten that close. Coronavirus and all.
God bless us.
But I hear like their vans. It's a different distinctive sound from the UPS, but Amazon vans have a distinctive engine and braking sound. So
Really?
yeah, and when I'm working, I'm in the little bedroom in the front of the place, so I can hear all the trucks going by, and I know like today I have a FedEx and Amazon delivery. Let's say, I can just be typing away and say, oh, that's Amazon. I can just tell by the engine and braking sound.
Yeah.
So
But
I'll peek out the window to make sure that he's like coming to the right building and everything.
yeah. Well, I think because I think Amazon they use like the Ford Transit sort of
Right,
trucks, and the UPS use like trucks.
right, right,
So yeah, Amazon's it's a van, and UPS still have those old trucks
right.
because they hate the environment.
Fuck the environment.
It's gonna be here long after we're gone. So get over it.
Oh shit. Okay, so yes, I was super excited about reading about the dude masturbating with a pickle on a golf course.
You know what was he playing golf and thought, God,
Mm.
what the hell? Now's the time.
Like he lost a shot or something. Like if you don't make this, you have
If
to
you don't
go.
make this,
You'd have to go fuck your own ass with a
yeah,
pickle.
full gherkin.
Full gherkin.
Damn it! Fuck you guys.
Yep.
No, fuck you.
Right. Oh shit. Well, the fact that it's in Florida, I just assume he left the house that day thinking I'm going butt naked and making sweet sweet love to a sandwich side.
Right? Did he did he like leave the house with his jar of elastics going, today's the day, we're hitting the links.
He had like a big cucumber shape on his calendar as he crosses the days off.
Right? Woo!
4 more
days.
days. Oh fuck.
It seems too random to be random.
Mm-hmm. I agree. All right, so you're taking us to beautiful Lincoln, Nebraska next.
Yes. And this has, two of my favorite words in it.
Wait,
Like,
naked rampage.
yep.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, yeah. If there's a naked rampage, I'm interested. I'm all about a naked rampage.
Hell's yes.
Been for years. Don't judge me. Naked man rampages through Walmart, then tries his luck at Sam's Club. Another day, another naked man making life miserable for fully clothed people. Today's naked man comes from Lincoln, Nebraska, where KOLN
The colon.
reports that 24-year-old Kyle Schuke,
Uh,
yeah,
sure.
Schukel, decided to strip down to his birthday suit in not one, but two different stores on the same day. The madness happened early Tuesday when Walmart staff, who by this point have seen their fair share of you-know-what, called police about the young man who tore off his clothes and began shouting at people as he browsed through the store. By the time police arrived, Schukel threw on some shorts, and scurried off to his next target, Sam's Club. Noticing that authorities were gaining on him, Schuylkill stripped himself of his clothes once more, probably out of hope that it would make him more aerodynamic, and booked it to the other store. Fortunately for Sam's Club, Schuylkill was devoid of clothes and therefore his membership card, so he wasn't allowed in.
Oh.
What really happened was the officers grabbed the guy before he had the chance to slither past security and raise a little hell in the food court. According to police, Schuylkill tried resisting arrest before he was thrown in the back of the cruiser and charged with indecent exposure and resisting arrest. Police transported him to a third location free of charge, the local hospital.
Clarify something for me.
Yes.
Has this article been in our queue for like a year, or is this a repeat over and over again of the same thing happening at a Walmart/Sam's Club?
Both. This is actually an article from last year, so that's probably why it might sound familiar to you.
Mm-hmm.
But this is not an uncommon occurrence. I think if we go back, there's been at least one other incident that we've talked about, a naked Walmart thing.
Yeah, it was naked, and it was like public urination was the other Walmart/Sam's Club article I think of.
Okay, yeah.
Which I get Walmart and Sam's Club. They're right next door to each other.
Which is odd, because it's the same store.
Yeah, so is it happening in Walmarts just because Walmarts are fucking everywhere? Or do the people that get naked and yell at people have a proclivity for the store itself?
I think the latter. I think that these are the types of... Well, I don't want to say that these are the types of people that frequent Walmart. However, I think these are the types of people that frequent Walmart.
So you're not judging people that shop at Walmart. You're just saying that insane people, if they had their druthers, would prefer to shop at Walmart over other stores.
Right. I'm not judging all Walmart shoppers. I'm merely saying that as a whole, there is a portion of that demographic that has a penchant for fuckery.
Okay. That's fair. Oh, yeah. And I love the fact
fuckery.
that
God,
he...
write that down. Penchant for fuckery. That's an album name.
I do like it. I picture like some concept album, and it's gigantic. Like
that's our next podcast.
Your magnum opus.
Tom and Ash, penchant for fuckery.
I like it. I can see the T-shirts in my head.
Yeah, it's kind of a not like a spin-off of Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah, a spin-off.
it's kind of like, but instead of a triangle, it's like a gourd.
Like a rainbow shooting out of a pickle.
Yeah. Oh,
shooting out of an ass.
Brilliant.
Oh Christ! But I do dig the fact that so Kyle like harasses people while he's naked, steals some shorts, and starts running. But once he realizes the cops are coming, he drops the shorts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, uh-oh, I'm in trouble. Better strip naked.
Right.
Better ditch the shorts I stole.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, I do not have a lot of experience resisting arrest. Usually I comply. But if you are naked fighting the cops, you are not going to win. I mean, there's no way.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Kyle, you should have just laid down and said, "Fine, you got me," and just been
Y-
done with it.
Yeah. You know, the. Oh, see, this one's a tough one because, you know, what was he going into the Walmart for? What's his motivation? Why?
Mm,
It doesn't say anything about why he entered the Lincoln, Nebraska
no,
Walmarts.
and he showed up clothed because it did say that he had to strip down.
Yeah. So what happened? What happened to Kyle? Somewhere between produce and the tires,
Hmm.
something went down. I know what I just thought about it. I bet it's those new gas cans.
What?
The new gas cans, the safety fucking thing on the gas. Have you had to buy a new gas can in the last 10 years?
No, I have not.
It's childproof, and it's ridiculous. Maybe that's what set him off. That's
Okay.
what set me off.
I'm trying to shit. No, I have not bought a gas can in ages. Ages. But it is what it is.
Either
I'll
way,
take.
Kyle
I'll,
had something set him off. But you know, I don't know. I got nothing.
I, I don't go to Walmart a lot, but in Kyle's defense, I have never left there not pissed off.
I've
So
never left Walmart happy. Yeah,
yes, I get it. I get the telling off part. I don't follow the nudity part.
right. I get going. God, fucking Walmart. Let me try Sam's Club. But yeah, the hang on. Let me take off all my clothes before I
Right.
you know venture forward.
But hey, man, whatever. It is what it is. So um I forget where this next one is, so I don't have a nice lead in. But I just thought it was. Oh, here we go.
It's
Texas.
Texas. It's
Hey,
Texas.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, West Florida. Okay. Man robs bank to get money to purchase the car he used to rob the bank. A Texas man was sentenced to 20 years behind bars for robbing a bank, but that's not the kicker. The kicker is he used a BMW loaner car to do it, and then returned the car to the dealership to attempt to purchase the vehicle with the stolen funds, according to a press release from the Department of Justice. The man, 50-year-old Eric Dion Warren, pulled the
Mm-hmm.
stunt in 2019 and was in the process of finalizing the purchase of the BMW when he went into the AIM Bank in Wolford, Texas, and approached a teller with a fast food paper bag and a note declaring he wanted only 150s. The teller filled the bag with cash from her drawer and included a pack of 20s with marked serial numbers. Bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Warren then returned to the dealership where he attempted to use $3,000 of the 5,086 he stole as a down payment for the vehicle. However, his car deal quickly went south when authorities called the dealership, notifying them of the recent robbery, and they were able to link the dealer plates to the car that was lended to Warren.
What? What? No.
Yeah,
I think that's a whole lots of Sherlock Holmeses in that
right?
township.
So, not a lot of thinking went into this heist at all.
Yeah. This is a
It
guy that sat on his couch going, you know what? God, why hasn't anyone done this before?
right?
God, it's brilliant.
Like I want a BMW, but I don't have the cash,
Yeah.
and I don't have a car. But if I borrow a BMW to steal the money to buy said BMW, I come out ahead.
Right? And
Yeah,
God, I'm uh, so efficient.
right.
I'm a
I'm
lean Six Sigma black belt.
I'm a mastermind.
Yeah. God.
Moriarty ain't got nothing on me.
Hells no.
Oh fuck. The beauty is, and I don't know about Texas. I assume it's like it is here in Ohio. Dealer tags have even less fucking numbers on them, so they're easier to memorize.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh god, I love all of this. And the fact that he had a the fast food bag. So he probably stopped at Arby's on his way to the bank
Yeah, right?
to get
Hang
himself
on,
a beef and cheddar.
let me get some beef and cheddar and some curly fries. Can't do this shit on an empty stomach.
Right. Carb load. But I love it. And I love the fact that he was so efficient too. He's like, just give me 50s and hundreds, like
Yeah.
I need $5,000, but they can only be this big.
Right. It has to fit in this bag.
Right.
Yeah. It can only be, at 6x9 by 14.
Oh fuck. Oh, it was so good, man. So good. Excellent find, by the way. Oh, I mean, I don't. I read it a couple times, thinking, what could he have done differently? And the answer, sadly, is everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Like his
Yeah.
entire plan sucked.
Right.
Uh,
But nothing about this works.
no, and sadly, if he changed like any part of it, he probably would have gotten away with it too. If he parked the car a couple blocks away and walked to the bank, or robbed the bank on Monday, then went to the dealership on Tuesday, or something.
We're taking the dealer plates off the car.
That too.
Usually it's a magnetic thing, right?
Mhm.
It's a magnetic plate or it's a piece of paper.
Yeah, I think when I worked at a dealership, they had like little rubber wings you tucked into the trunk when you close the trunk.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely. And again, this goes back. We've said this a million times. Never do two felonies at the same time.
Right. Yeah.
Split that shit up, and you will be much better off in the long run.
Much better off in the long run. And your lawyer will appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this guy does not have a leg to stand on. Oh.
I'm a little lit down by Texas. But again, dude's our age. What the fuck?
I know. Well,
my world is unraveling because
not,
I had kind of I don't know. I had or I have unrealistic expectations of Gen X, perhaps.
I think overall we were very cynical, yes, but I do think as a group we're smarter than the generation that came before, and more imaginative and creative. But they're and I'm thinking back again to like when we were in school and as an adult, there's a lot of stupid people that are our age.
Yeah, and that's something I think I keep forgetting is, there was another fraternity in Revenge of the Nerds.
God damn.
You know,
You're a genius, dude. I love your analogies.
so there is that yin and the yang.
Right. Yep. Absolutely.
That I keep forgetting. That
Yeah.
I keep forgetting about.
And I mean, I don't know about your industry, but it's easy also to be in a bubble to say, well, most of the people I work with are semi-intelligent, ergo, that must carry out further into the general populace.
Right. Yeah, and that's a hard determination for me to make from that point of view, from that perspective, because I'm in this sort of weird duality between being a government employee and working in the media.
Right.
So I work with, I'm still involved in radio and that whole industry and the entertainment side of things, but within the confines of the more strict and regimented fucking insanity that is government.
Right.
It makes no sense to anybody. No logic exists there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you've got entertainment, which is its own sort of fucked up logic. And so it's very incongruous.
So basically,
Incongruent.
you work for the most overregulated circus in all the world.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't even get. That's a whole other episode, man. Like probably closer to when I'm looking at retirement because. Yeah,
oh yeah, oh God, for sure, absolutely.
That venting will happen, but probably not in this venue.
Yeah, get vetted first, man. For like 2 or 3 days, I would feel like shit if I ruined your career over this.
Right.
Yeah.
2 or 3 days. That's more than I thought.
Yeah.
I'd give it 24 hours. I figured 1 hour per year, day and a half. Good.
No,
It's like a breakup. It's like,
I guess if it hit during the middle of the week, like if you got fired on a Tuesday, I would feel like shit for the rest of the week. But if you got fired on a Friday, then that's different. I would have thought, oh God, that's awful. I feel partially responsible. And then by Saturday morning, I would have
passed.
Yes, I'd be hungover and think, there was something about Arnold. Yeah, fuck that guy. I need some ibuprofen.
Fucking Arnold's about to be homeless. God, where's the Advil?
Right?
Oh, he's gonna be homeless. I'll have to get him on the show.
Right. It's the circle of life.
Note to self: have Peggy call Tom.
Oh, it's beautiful.
I got a lead. Oh, and he's from California.
Yes. Can you believe, not to sidetrack, because we have a perfect circle of Florida in our articles, and I'm about to ruin it, but do you believe that our whole conversation about where the best place to be homeless was a year and 4 months ago?
Yeah, that's nuts. That was what? Yeah.
That we have done, this is our 16th episode. That means 16 months of doing. I don't think we've committed that long to any project ever.
No. Even the theater stuff we did was like, oh God, we got 3 months and then we're done.
Yeah, and it was like, one and done too. Like the second we broke set, we're like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah, I don't want to see you. Yeah. Except you and I still work together at 4, 5, 6. So we couldn't escape each other.
Nope.
But I don't think I talked to the rest of those folks for several months.
No, it was every day, like 12 hours a day in the same room with these people.
Yeah.
So
pulling off essentially the impossible. We were fighting so far above our weight class.
Dude, absolutely.
I am dumbfounded that we actually did that twice.
Yep.
We did it at St. Tim's and then we did it at the Josephine. I can't believe we did that. What the hell? And it's funny because I'll complete fucking tangent and we're gonna derail this thing. Back in the day, man, like we were so fucking fearless.
Oh
like,
yeah.
It was not a big deal to like, well, let's go produce a show.
Right?
Let's go produce a live theatrical production. It's in a 300 seat audience,
right? And sold it out too.
Yeah.
So okay, to counter that though, that was us in our 20s. Us in our 50s. And what was it? The December episode when Rick and Dan were talking about doing all this extra stuff. Extra
oh my God, they're
interviews
geese! And
yes, having a table reading of My God, They're Geese. So On
Great
the
ideas.
call, we're like, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well,
The
those are
next
great ideas.
morning, I did
Oh
the
yeah.
math. I'm like, oh my God, that's like hours
It's
and hours of work. And it died on the
unimaginable.
vine. It just
Yeah.
withered up and died.
Yeah. You and I had an exchange about that, and
Right.
it's like, oh God, no, I
Yeah.
love it, but it's not something that you or I could spearhead at this
Nope.
point.
But 30 years ago, it was this perfect storm of um, trust in each other, our desire to hang out with each other, and
Hmm.
incredible amounts of spare time. You know, if
Yeah.
if we weren't doing Don't Drink the Water, we would have been hanging out someplace doing nothing. So it sort of
Right.
made sense to be productive about our time together. You
Yeah.
know,
It's like if we're gonna be hanging out anyways. We may as well try to do something interesting.
right? So like on the phone,
But I didn't mean to create a
s-
business.
6 beers in, when Dan said, let's do an audio version of My God They're Geese. I'm like, oh fuck yes,
Yeah.
I love that idea. And then I did the math the next day and like took the script and broke it down. Like, this is going to take months to record.
Oh yeah.
S-
At least.
Somebody's going to have to organize it, and we'll have to work
Hmm.
on sound effects and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I got tired just planning it. I'm like, I don't know. You know,
Again, it's not impossible. It's just I don't think that any of us are right now. We're at the stage in our lives where we could do that effectively
Rick.
and still make it fun. And that was the thing.
Yes, yes.
Don't drink the water was work. That was we had that was work. There were some unhappy times,
Yeah.
some unhappy moments during that production. But at the end of the day, it was fun.
Oh yeah,
When it was all said and done, we all looked back and went, "Holy shit! I can't believe we did that. Damn it, that was fun."
absolutely. I agree.
Um, I still can't believe we did that.
And
But damn it, that was fun.
I think My God They're Geese would be fun too. It's just I don't have the bandwidth to manage something like that on my own. Or let me
No,
rephrase that.
or even as a small group, there's not.
In spare time. You
Yeah,
know, if somebody said, "Hey man, I need you to read this script for us," and then walk away and have nothing else to do with it, I'm like, sure, absolutely.
yeah.
You
Hey, give
know,
me some notes on this. Give me some
yeah,
notes on this, or what?
right.
Yeah, advise. Sure.
But to say, I need you to email 40 people and schedule all of these scenes to be recorded
Right.
and make sure everybody has their scripts and nobody's late and blah 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 blah
Well,
blah
that's the
blah
thing.
blah.
Not just email 40 people, but email 40 to see if they're available. But email 40 people if to see if they're willing.
Right. Right.
This was 30 some odd years ago. Things have changed a bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
Um, so there's no way to get the same cast that Steve and I wrote at the fucking Burger King on High Street. We wrote this stupid thing. There's no way that we can get the same people that we had casted.
Oh no, absolutely
Yeah.
not. And
Um,
looking over the cast, I don't think you'd want to, anyways.
no, I don't think so either.
Uh-uh.
Uh, I'm completely recast it. But there are several people that I think would. But then
Yeah.
now you've got the added burden of okay, who do we fill in? Who do we
Right.
get to? All right, how does this work? Do we replace the girlfriends, the love interests that Steve and I wrote 30 years ago? Do those get replaced with our current wives?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah,
So I'm not against, and that's kind of what birthed this podcast was. It's nice to have a creative outlet. I guess
yeah,
I'm looking for small, compartmentalized projects now. You know,
yeah. Manageable little nuggets of things that are easily done yet fun. I mean, come on, that's what it's about. It's don't make this work.
right?
That's the opposite of play.
Yeah, and I think when all is said and done, if we did take that project on, um, we would have fun, but I don't think the scales between fun and work are the same as when we were 20 years old. I think
No,
I'd end up hating a lot of people by the end of that project.
I don't think I'd hate anybody, but I think as a collective, if we were to get the band back together to do something like that, it might be the last time we talk to some of those people.
Right?
It would be one of those, yeah, that was great. Let's never do this again and lose my number.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I mean, on the surface, yeah, it's a great fucking idea, and it would be conceptually so much fucking fun.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
think, and I think the end product would be hilarious. I think it would be great if only to the 40 people involved.
Yeah.
And honestly, for us, that's worth it. That's
Oh yeah,
kind of why we
absolutely.
do things. It's
The
like, you know,
the only reason we do anything is to make
yeah,
everybody in our little group of friends laugh.
yeah.
That's it.
We just spent years just trying to make 12 people smile. Um, so I think, yeah, it would be worthwhile, but I don't think it would be worthwhile.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That was a hell of a tangent, man. That was awesome.
We tangent like no other.
Hmm.
We could have a separate podcast just for tangents.
Oh, that sounds like work.
It does, kind of.
Hey, you're drinking Miller Lite. Me too.
All the time,
Ding,
every
ding.
time.
I
I got
not
Guinness
to
downstairs too, though.
not to keep you from the fourth article, but this 12 pack. My brother was over here. I think Tuesday or Wednesday of this week, and I was drinking out of this 12.
Mm-hmm. Same
And
one?
yeah, I'm a you know, that was
Slagger.
4 days ago. I know. So he
I mean,
gave me
four
shit
twelves
about
ago.
he gave me shit about drinking Miller Lite and turned me on to this brewery here in town who makes this stuff called Hilltop and Hilltop Light. And according to my brother, the guy's idea was he was sick of his friends drinking Miller Lite all the time because it's so shitty. So
It's not.
he replicated the flavor of Miller and Miller Lite in a $9 a six pack beer.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, and I will tell you what, I had one as I was doing show prep, and because that's what I drink my personality basically, and it tastes like Miller Lite, but better ingredients, I guess, and $9 a six pack.
There it is. I'll drink the original, thank you very much.
Yeah, I have no shame.
Me either. I'm not resourced for shame.
And they are going down like water tonight. Good
It's
God.
good stuff. Say what you will about fucking Miller Lite. It's good.
It is. I
After about the second one, after a pint of whiskey, Miller Lite, damn it. That's some good drinking right there.
typically that's what I order when I go to bars, and everybody else at the table will
Why not?
order like the more expensive stuff, and I'll pound 3 drafts to every one of theirs. So I feel like a
Mm-hmm.
lush. I'm like, I'm just gonna pee this out. There's barely any alcohol in this whatsoever, but
Yeah.
I like the taste. It tastes like my teenage years.
Uh, yeah. It's comforting. And comparatively, less calories. It has like one less carb than the whole Michelob Ultra bullshit, which tastes like ass.
Yeah,
So I mean, honestly, at our stage, this is a pilsner that does the job.
amen to that. And in my 30 plus years as a consumer of alcohol, I've never been a sipper and enjoyer.
Mm.
You know,
Hmm.
like I need to build a house of buzz and I need the biggest fucking hammer you can find.
It's all about get it in you.
Yep, that's exactly it.
Hey, get that down your hatch. No, it's I got spoiled, uh, years ago with the German beer and Belgian beer and being in Europe.
Oh, I bet.
Uh, but even there is essentially a German version of Miller Lite. I mean, they've got their low end and they got their high end. But the thing is, there's these purity laws that they have. So like even like the low end stuff is still like the fucking top shelf shit that we would get here. But it's like, €11 or €11 a case, which is like $15
Oh, damn.
for a
Like a
case.
case, like a actual
Like a 30
24.
pack.
Oh, holy
Yeah.
fuck.
And it's like it's like half-liter bottles. It's not like these 12-ounce little baby sippy cups. It's like a liter.
Oh
Half
my
liter.
god.
So yeah. So their baseline is still like the equivalent of an American high end. But that said, I came back. It took me a minute,
Right.
to deaden my palate. But honestly, Miller Lite's a fine Pilsner. Fine American Pilsner.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you brought up a good point too that always seems to quiet the debate when my brother and I talk about beer.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't a smoker.
Okay.
And I said, you have to remember, dude, I deadened my taste buds for 20
Yeah.
plus years. There is no difference to my mouth between a Miller Lite and Fat Tire or something like that.
Mhm.
The nicer IPAs. I'm
Yeah.
like, I can't tell the difference anymore because my taste buds are fried.
Mm. So I still can, but I mean, I don't like IPA.
Well, there's that.
Um, like I like a good Hefeweizen. A good wheat beer is good. Like a Blue Moon is not bad
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I like Blue Moon.
on occasion. Blue Moon, it's a sad comparison to an actual Hefeweizen, but it's
Yeah.
for America.
Did I
Not a
tell
bad
you the
try.
story of so every year there's this tiny little comic book show in a bar at Ace of Cups bar on High Street. It's like a little bit north of campus.
I know Ace of Cups. Why don't I know they?
You've probably seen a couple bands there. So anyways,
Probably.
like Saturday afternoons, this guy puts together a comic book show there. And there's like just 10 comic book artists set up little tables in the bar during the day. So my brother came one year and we were hanging out and talking, and we were sitting at the bar, and I was ordering, oh, what was it? Like Dead Guy Ale.
Mm-hmm.
And it was delicious. I mean, it was a really, really good beer. So I'm just pounding these things. And so he says, dude, you might want to take it easy. He's like, that's a really high alcohol content. And you have to sit here the rest of the day and sell comic books. I'm like, beer's beer. And I go to slide off my bar stool to go pee. And all of a sudden, the floor just went and started sliding back towards the door.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, lesson learned. This is not Miller Lite. This is like whiskey in a can.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Some of these microbrews and these craft beers, you got to be aware. It's not like when we grew up and it was, you knew you were getting the high alcohol stuff because it was like part of the branding.
Right.
Drink this beer. It will get you fucked up fast. Okay.
No,
Two, please. And
This
whatever he's having.
the tap had a skeleton on it. I'm like, I'll take 6
Yeah.
of those.
Right?
Yeah.
Even
And next
better.
thing I know, I'm just drooling on myself, babbling. I think
Look at the pictures.
I I was in that bar for like 8 hours selling comic books, and I think I came out like negative $40 just
Yeah.
from my bar tab.
Like the Blues Brothers.
Yep.
Well, $100, you drink $200 worth of beer.
Right.
Shit.
Like, okay, lesson learned. I need to stay in my lane, you know?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, you find what works, you stick with it.
Mhm.
It's nothing, you're not cheating on anybody to fucking have an IPA or a specialty craft beer, but stick with what works.
Yeah. So that same show, it was the very last one we did. It was like the end of February, early March, right before the city shut down.
Yeah.
Like, the big hubbub was that the governor had just canceled the Arnold.
Okay.
So this show, because it's so small, you have to share tables, like a 6-foot folding table. You have to share it with somebody. I was sharing it with Tooker.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, and Kristen Groom like came in to see both of us since we were both like just basically sitting in a bar for 6 hours.
Yeah.
So my goal that day was to try different beers. So I said, every time somebody buys something off of me, I'm going to walk to the bar with that money and buy a beer, and I can't
That's
drink the
cool.
same thing twice.
Thanks.
So I broke my own rule and got hammered again. But and I had to like I wrote down everything that I drank so I'd remember
Yeah.
it. So
except the last two, which is just sort of scribbles and
yeah.
doesn't quite look like language.
So one of the people there who runs another show, it on the calendar it falls really close to National Mini Comic Book Day. So he hands out these templates for mini comics, like itty bitty little quarter-sized pages.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "You want to do one this year? I know you don't participate that much." I'm like, "Shit, yeah. I'll use this as my beer diary." So whenever I would go up, I would like draw a little picture of if it was like Cathead beer. I'd draw a picture of a Cathead. I'm like, at 11:02, I drank this, and it was amazing. So everybody else had like these funny or witty things, and mine was just a beer diary, basically. And then, like, at the very end, a picture of a giant chicken sandwich because there's a barbecue place right out back. So I finish it up and fold it. I'm like, I could do a series of these. Like, every year, come to the show and just write about what I drink.
Yeah.
And so I get home, and 6 hours later, bam, pandemic. You're not doing shit ever again. Get in your house. Avoid all people. But by God, when we get out, issue 2 will be ready.
God's ideas.
Yes.
Well, you should just do like a comic about like here's some random beer I drank.
Yeah, but I'm not
And
out.
here's my DoorDash guy.
Yeah. Like if I'm in a bar, I'm a lot more adventurous.
It's different, yeah.
Yeah. You know, if you don't like it, you can just like put it on somebody else's table and walk away. But
Yeah.
since I'm
What?
home,
Wait, what?
like if you order, okay, let me slow down.
like a beer, like
Some
you just
stop
drinking it.
Stop.
What? You abandon it?
There are times
No.
where you get.
I don't understand. What are you saying? You mean like we wouldn't drink all of it?
Yes, that's what happens.
Not just the backwash?
No, the whole thing, foam and all.
Who are you? What's happening?
Oh Christ! This has been the best episode in months.
I don't even know you anymore.
You've never ordered something and like gone blah, 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 and kind of spit it back into the glass and like that's your problem, son, and left it somewhere.
I've done the first part.
I'm not as committed as you.
That's my problem. I will pay for my poor choice, but I will not abandon alcohol.
It's sometimes it has to happen.
No, I get it. I've tasted some vile concoctions.
Yeah. But to circle back, since I'm at home, when I go to the store, all I seem to buy is like Miller Lite because I don't want to have 6 or 12 shitty beers in the house. At that point, I would say yes, you have to drink these. This is
Well, yeah, you put those in the freezer for about 3 hours, and then they're good to go. Just before they hit slushy, get them in you.
I bought a 12-pack of Truly, which is like the knockoff White Claw.
I don't know any of those things.
And it took me probably 2 months to drink all of them. Because again, it was the financial commitment. Like a $4 shitty beer, if I don't like it, I'll just fucking abandon it in a bar. Like, fuck you.
Yeah.
But a $13 commitment? No.
Right?
I'm suffering through this.
Oh, yeah. It's funny. In Germany, each town's got like its own beer. Like it's its own little brewery sort of thing. And when we moved to Enkenbach, like there was this one brand, this one label that was like the very popular. Like, oh, it was everywhere. And it was like supposed to be like, it was just very popular. This is this town's brand. And I'm like, okay, cool. Well, we moved here, and I'm gonna embrace this brand. Fantastic. And it was like fucking bottled skunk ass. I was so sad. But at the end of the month, there were 20 empties.
You're a trooper, dude.
No, it was bad. That was like probably the saddest thing that happened to me in the 12 years I lived over there.
Oh shit!
I was shot at. So
in Germany?
Yeah. No, not really.
Okay. I get combat, but and yes, you can be a dick, but usually you're a dick in English.
The Balkans, yeah. Germany, no, no. I wasn't.
Oh fuck! Should we even bother doing this Florida guy with his gummy bears, or just?
I hate him.
Okay.
We can. I can bust through it.
All right.
Allegedly. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, do it. Let's
just real
knock
quick,
this out. We'll make fun of him and call it a day.
Yeah, he's an asshole. Cops ask Florida man for ID. He pulls out dank gummies. A Florida man who nearly hit a gas pump reportedly handed a package of dank gummies. Hang on. Sorry. I had my window reduced. A Florida man who nearly hit a gas pump reportedly handed a package of dank gummies instead of his driver's license to a deputy who tried to help him. Deputies say they were called to a gas station in Naples, Florida, after witnesses reported a suspicious man appearing to be under the influence as he nearly hit a gas pump, according to Collier County Sheriff's Office report obtained by Click Orlando. Obviously, The suspect. I don't want to get sued by Click Orlando, so I stopped saying that. Well, yeah, they're Collier County's source for news.
Right. And
Click
coupons.
Orlando and coupons, formerly known as Penny Saver. The suspect, Domenico Lopez, allegedly saw the deputy and asked for help calling AAA because his car wouldn't start, even though the keys were not in the ignition at the time. After first claiming he didn't have the keys to the vehicle, Lopez rummaged through his pockets and also pulled out the keys. The deputy then asked Lopez for his driver's license and this time pulled out a small green package labeled Dank Gummies with cannabis infused written on it. Deputies said Lopez had a package of medicated nerds rope that contained 40 micrograms of THC per rope. Lopez claimed his girlfriend had a medical marijuana card due to a cancer diagnosis. Lopez was taken into custody and a small baggie of cocaine was found on his person. He's facing charges of possession of cocaine and possession of controlled substance.
Oh, Domenico.
No, that's my girlfriend's.
Yeah.
I don't know where that came from.
He was so close, too.
Right? Oh, you want my license? Yeah, here's a bag of gummies. I'm the orange one.
Oh, Christ. Okay. Yeah, and again, he probably would have survived up to the bag of cocaine.
Well, the fact that he was apparently so gagged out. Oh, yeah. You're not wrong. But, hey, can you help me call AAA? I can't start my car. Where are your keys, son? I don't know. I think we found your problem.
Most cops, unless you're being a dick, at that point probably would have said, how far away do you live and can you walk there? You know?
Yeah.
But, oh, God. Okay, so and you're right, he is an asshole. I hate the fact that he bought something not only called Dank Gummies, but they had to put the word cannabis infused on it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're at a weed shop, they should have a more creative name for it. Like, I don't know, Gummy Palooza or some bullshit like that.
Gummy Palooza.
And I love the fact, if this is, I doubt it, but if it's true, the fact that his girlfriend who has cancer is taking medicated nerds ropes, that's awesome. I love that. Yes.
I'm totally behind that.
Yeah.
She's cool.
He's an asshole.
Domenico, not so much.
Yep. Florida's Gordon Gecko.
Sweetheart, you could do better.
Yep.
Upgrade.
I have
Plus,
to
he's
get
buying
this.
you dank gummies. Nothing dank is good.
Gummies.
Remember, dank weed used to be a bad thing.
Yeah. You're right.
Smell that dank weed as soon as I walked in the building. Fuck that.
See, yeah, he's an idiot, but I didn't hate him until
I didn't hate it.
Until the cocaine. I'm like, all right, you and your girlfriend are going to get stoned and hang out, probably laugh, eat a bunch of fried chicken, but no. Now you have to stay up all night and murder people because you took coke.
Murder people. It was all good. It was just weed and crawdads, but now there's a twisted mission involved.
That's right. You
Oh,
could have
you're
just
all
hung out,
gacked
watched some
out.
Hulu with your dank gummies that are cannabis infused, but no.
Right? You could have watched fucking Jessica Jones, and that's awesome. You got to get all on your cocaine.
Yep.
With your stabby, stabby, run amok.
Oh, Christ.
Nobody in Color County needs that.
No, not at all. And this, I don't think either of us intended this, but I love how we started and ended in Florida, too.
That was not intentional, but
4 articles and half of them are Florida.
I think statistically inevitable.
Yep. And what was the? It was Texas and Nebraska? Does that sound
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep, Lincoln, Nebraska.
All right. I can see Texas. I mean, yeah,
Weird shit happens in Texas.
Yeah.
Weird shit happens in Texas. I lived there. It's interesting.
Yeah.
I loved it, but it was interesting.
I'm looking at the clock and I'm not going to go into it, so I'll just nod and say, "Okay, Texas."
Yay! Great. Yeah, stars are bright.
Huzzah!
Deep in the heart of Texas, there's no
Yes.
basement in the Alamo.
Tell him large Marge sent
Trying to use the phone.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
fuck.
crap!
All right.
So there's that.
Yeah. There it is.
That's episode 16.
Ta-da! The Aristocats!
Everybody wants to be a cat. I don't. Not really.
Fuck
I
that.
think that would be a shitty existence.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so yes, we have wrapped up season 2, episode 4, also known as episode 16. And
Thank you and sorry.
yeah,
Not sorry.
the train
I lied.
derailed. We got it back on the track, and it was a total disaster. But
Yes.
as we promised, next month we are going to have shitty parents,
Yeah.
and there's nothing funny about that. So we will just say fuck a lot
Yeah.
and have fun doing it.
Right. Prepare to lose hope in April.
All right, and on that note, we will see you in a month then.
Thanks.
Peace.
Word.
Oh, Christ. That was awesome.